Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sandblaster1987 here with another animation review. Today, instead of the original 1981 Danger Mouse animated series, I'll be looking at its 2015 reboot first. Then I'll come back to the 81 series in another video. I grew up in the early 2000s watching the early 2000s reruns of the original 81 series, so I was really happy to see the 2015 series when it was first announced. And I have to say, Alexander Armstrong does an amazing job at attempting to recreate David Jason's iconic voice as Danger Mouse. Complete with all the, self-pride and egotistical arrogance of the Danger Mouse character being the world's greatest secret agent and all that. For those who are unaware of the franchise altogether, Danger Mouse was originally a cartoon created in 1981 by the Cosgrove-Hall animation company, the same people responsible for the early seasons of Postman Pat, as well as the 1978 BFG animated film. The BFG movie also starring David Jason in the main role. So, yes, the main premise of the Danger Mouse series is that an egotistical white mouse super spy called Danger Mouse and his cowardly hamster sidekick, Penfold, supposed to save the day in a shape-shifting flying yellow car to defeat the evil toad known as Baron Silas von Greenback and his Italian crow mercenary henchman Stiletto Mafioso. In the 2015 web series, the 2015 animated series, Danger Mouse Reboot, Danger Mouse is voiced by Alexander Armstrong, who is no stranger to the CBBC channel, due to having previously voiced Mr. Smith, the Zylot computer from the Sarah Jane Adventures spin-off from Doctor Who. And Kevin Eldon is the voice of Penfold. Documentary host and regular stage thespian Stephen Fry turns up as the new voice of Colonel Kane, Danger Mouse's boss of the Danger Agency. And Baron Silas von Greenback's minion, Stiletto Mafioso, is voiced by the Come Dine With Me narrator Dave Lamb, who also narrates the series as a whole. And I have to say, the forced stereotype Italian accent that is given to the Stiletto character by Dave Lamb definitely is fitting for the way the character was portrayed in the 81 series, I have to say. Although it does kind of verge on the semi-offensive stereotype Italian voice you'd expect from the Mario Brothers video games, Luigi the Pizza Guy from The Simpsons, and that kind of thing. Then there are a few new characters, such as the new chicken Professor Squawkencluck, who's apparently the niece of the original 1981 series mole version of the same character. Then there's the, dumbfounded but, stupid but loyal panda minion who's one of the henchmen of Baron Greenback. The, Count Duckula spin-off character from the 1990s made his own comeback in the, 2015 series along with his, duck-billed vegetable mutant minions. And there are also other new villains, such as Richard Osman as the voice of the Snowman, an evil snowman with a homing missile carrot for a nose and a block of ice for a left arm. Brian Blessed is also the voice of Santa Claus in this series. There are also other new villains, such as an army of space bees, an alien black market merchandising extraordinaire called Quark, whose second voice in his stomach is always saying no refunds when things go wrong. And there's also a female American super spy called Jeopardy Mouse, who also is trying to claim Danger Mouse's title of the world's greatest secret agent. The 2015 series also increases the ranks of the Danger Agency by adding Danger Hedgehog, Danger Pelican, Danger Moth, and several others to the ranks across the series. They also used the, Star Trek Mirror Universe concept with an alternate timeline called the Twistyverse, which is very similar to the Shattered Glass concept from Transformers and the aforementioned Star Trek Mirror Universe, where the Danger Agents are evil and the villains are heroes in this alternate timeline. So Baron von Greenback's counterpart is Danger Toad, the world's greatest secret agent frog, or Toad, and Danger Mouse is instead Sinister Mouse, one of the world's most famous criminals. And the Danger Car Mark IV has the ability to go from road travel to flight to even going through space and underwater without even such much as a scratch on the hull, because of Professor Squawkencluck's modifications. However, Danger Mouse's refusal to listen to instructions, as always, puts him in serious trouble, both with villains springing traps on him without him knowing about it, and Professor Squawkencluck getting mad at Danger Mouse for messing with her inventions because he's too stupid to pay attention to her warnings about the safety of these inventions, which is often, well, more often than not, the cause of things going wrong in the first place. So, the 2015 Danger Mouse series consists of 2 full seasons of over 50-odd episodes each, all of which are available on the BBC iPlayer. However, because there are so many episodes per season, the listings for the episodes on the iPlayer are split into 2 pages per season because there's just too many episodes to put on one page. Overall, I have to say I think the 2015 Danger Mouse series, though I've admittedly not watched every single episode of it at this point, is definitely an incredible remake of the original 1981 series that modernises the technology used in the series in keeping with modern times, but also stays respectful to the source material, such as having Colonel K be the main boss of the Danger Agency, the Danger Agency headquarters being a giant skyscraper the shape of a postbox, and all that kind of stuff. And also keeping the raspy, so slightly German accented voice of Baron Greenback and the Italian stereotype voice of Stiletto Mafioso as well, in addition to several new characters being introduced here and there. And it was great to see Count Duckula again popping up as a cameo here and there, because of course Count Duckula had his own show in the late 80s, early 90s that crossed over with the original Danger Mouse, so it was lovely to see that come back. So, with that said, that concludes my animation review of Danger Mouse 2015. I have been Soundblaster1987, thanks again for watching. My next animation review, by popular demand from my YouTube community tadpole, will be My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, which again, admittedly, I've only seen about halfway through the 4th season of. So, Season 4, second half to the end of Season 9/10 of the 2017 movie I need to do some more research on first. So bear with me on that one. Till then, my next toy review will be the 12-inch Super Spy Attack Finn McMissile from the Cars 2 movie. Till then, till all are one.